I've been trading sleep for dopamine, stacking wins like sins in a slot machine. I don't trust charts, I trust caffeine, and this voice in my head that says buy the dream. I put my rents on a breakout play, turn 20 bucks into an MBA. Now I'm God in a Discord full of fools, passing off drama as technical rules. Green looks good on me, even if I'm dead inside. I'll be rich and emotionally fried. Green looks good on me, I got bags under my eyes, but my portfolio's high. I'll survive. Talking candlesticks, sleeping ticks. Therapist says I'm addicted to risk, but hey, she charges by the hour while I compound gains like drunken power. My last ex said I was hard to read, so I sent her a chart, S&P. I treat FOMO like foreplay, baby. I make dumb moves look Warren Beatty. Green looks good on me, even if I'm losing friends. At least I got passive income and bands. With a Robin Hood crown, I turn therapy into a market rebound. Yeah, I'm charmingly reckless, chaotically blessed with a six-figure ego and zero rest. Ooh, green looks good on me, like a noose made of dollar signs, smiling while I cross those lines. Hey. Green looks good on me, call it luck, call it skill. Either way, I'm paying my therapist bills.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live from Toronto. We're doing a little bit of a specialty episode of the Matt Kohrs Show, so I appreciate you guys joining me. Today, we're going to have a little bit of an abridged show this morning to get you guys ready for what to anticipate throughout the market today. Obviously, we have a little bit of craziness continuing in Iran. If you look at volatility, it's up. If you look at oil, it's up. If you look at equities right now, it's down. Oddly enough, Bitcoin's actually holding, so I'll be talking a little bit about all of that. We have some individual equities to hop into, namely Broadcom, the second biggest player in the world of semiconductors, reported yesterday after the market closed. The numbers were really, really good, so you might want to look at old Avago trading today. But most importantly, we're prepping you up for RUM. That is the ticker symbol for Rumble, and it also explains why I am right now, and we're all here together in Toronto. After the market closes today, 5 p.m. Eastern, Rumble will be reporting their earnings. And if you look at what's going on with the Rumble Twitter page and also the founder CEO, Chris Pavlovski, lots of talks about what's going on with Rumble Shorts. So obviously that's going to be dominating quite a bit of the conversation today. Obviously a highly requested product feature. So excited to get in that conversation. And if you've been here for all the earnings we do with Chris and the Rumble team, there's always some surprises. So I'm very excited to see what will be happening today. So once again, after the market closes, Rumble's earnings will officially be at 5 p.m. Eastern. And following that, we'll have the opportunity to be sitting down with the founder, chairman, and CEO of the company, Chris himself, to see what's going on in the world of Rumble. And if you've really tuned into any of those historically, Chris loves taking all your questions. So this is your opportunity to speak with the guy running the show. So just kind of want to prep you up for this morning's show, a little bit of the abridging, but then we're going to be doing specialty things after market close today. Hope that sounds good for you. But in the meantime, expect some craziness in the market today. I'm already seeing this S&P 500 futures fall as oil prices rise amid U.S.-Iran conflict. Over the past couple of days, we've been using the price of crude oil. If you're looking at the futures market, the futures contract is CL. If that's going up, means the situation's not going so well. If it's going down, it means situation might be just kind of, I guess, calming down to a certain sense relative to the craziness that is the entire situation. So right now, I mean, looking at the headlines, I'm looking at what's going on with oil and volatility. It's up, and it's no surprise. Here are some of the recent headlines. Iran warns of intensifying attacks with no end to war in sight. This is a stark change to what we heard 24 hours ago, 36 hours ago of, wow, the New York Times is reporting that some, I guess, secret negotiations are happening and maybe the end is in sight. So it kind of shows you not only the situation itself, but the reporting on the situation, how volatile it might all be. But right now, we're coming into almost the end of pre-market trading. The S&P 500 is down 0.5%. The NASDAQ is down a little bit more than that. Oil is up about 4%. It closed out the day around 76 yesterday, currently trading at almost 78. And volatility is also up about 6.6%. So right now, and granted, we haven't even started regular trading hours, but right now, the bears are gaining a little bit more momentum. And we're already seeing that. If you happen to be in the Goonie trading Discord, I kind of pointed out with the SPX gamma map and the gamma structure, stability is low. We're still sub 10%. There's quite a bit of negative gamma beneath us, and also, to be fair, above us. So similar to yesterday and this entire week, get ready for some larger intraday swings. That definitely seems to be par for course. Iran poised to name new supreme leader with U.S. watching closely. This is more important than just obviously knowing who the new leader is. But beyond that, remember some of the recent comments from the president that depending on who the new leader is, they might be able to come to some sort of pragmatic, I believe is the word that President Donald Trump used, solutions for the situation. So in terms of news that could get announced today, tomorrow, just important stuff, obviously be paying attention to all of that. Remember, I know it was a little bit tinfoil hatty, but in the previous shows, we've been talking a lot about the developments in Iran, historically Venezuela, and the interesting connection between those two is they're both large oil suppliers to China. And I know, like I said, it was a little tinfoil hatty, but it almost was it setting the show for Bessent, who has an upcoming meeting with the trade rep and really just a general representative from China in a couple weeks. And then after that, it's setting the show for the, I guess, showdown between President Trump and President Xi. If you ask me, I believe maybe both are true, that we saw things going on in Venezuela and Iran that obviously Trump wanted to take control of, and then maybe just benefited our supposed trade negotiations with China. But anyway, with that all in mind, this is from the Wall Street Journal this morning. China signals new era of slower economic growth. We've been talking a little bit about how the economy of China, between the general populist revolt, the shadow banking, the real estate crisis, and the list goes on, that their economy is on the ropes. And just this morning, Beijing sets historically low growth target of 4.5 to 5% for its GDP, which is their lowest target since the 1990s. So not only is this, I guess, maybe it's a little conspiratorial of me, maybe a little conspiratorial of you, but in general, the numbers we're getting, this is a 3-decade low. And if anything, I don't know if this is intentional from the U.S. administration, but if it is, I guess hats off to them. They're playing that classic 4D, 5D chess. And if not, maybe they're just getting lucky. But regardless, it does clearly offer the U.S. quite a bit of leverage going into these upcoming talks, which the first one between Bessent and I guess the underling to President Xi, that's in about 1 to 2 weeks, so definitely be paying attention to that. Driving into today specifically, initial jobless claims came out pretty much at expectations today, Thursday the 5th. That's the major thing that's going to be scheduled. Remember, as I've been saying all week, the real show is tomorrow, at least for day traders, scalp traders, in terms of macroeconomic events. Tomorrow is the first Friday of a brand new calendar month, obviously March. So we're going to be getting those unemployment numbers. But on top of that, we're also going to be getting retail sales, a little bit of, I'm seeing here, average hourly earnings. So 8:30 tomorrow, an hour before the market opens, there's going to be a lot of data dropping. So if you happen to be in a position today and you're swinging it overnight, well, obviously, fingers crossed, I very much hope that it breaks in your favor. So please, please, please get ready for tomorrow. With respect to that, We're kind of done with earnings season. Obviously, Broadcom reported last night. I'm very interested in Rumble tonight. I'm also interested in Costco. After this, I want to be clear. Earnings season, we're going to go into a couple week lull, and then from there, obviously, it's going to speed up again. But at this point, we're pretty much done learning of how all these companies ended up doing for the entire year of 2025. So even the numbers we're getting, for example, tonight from Costco, especially from Rumble, that's how the year wrapped up. It's like till the end of December, that's what we're getting the numbers on. But on that note, I personally believe that the AI trade is alive and well. And just give me a second. I'm going to be connecting this all together with why we're here in Toronto right now. But what I want to really show a light on is recently we know that NVIDIA, the leading company in the world, obviously also a great measure for how alive and well the AI trade is, NVIDIA had very good earnings. Now, fast forward to last night, we heard from Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO. They also had earnings. Let me give you a couple of the headlines. Broadcom's AI business is booming. So that's a pretty good way to get started. Broadcom beats on earnings and guidance as AI revenue doubles. And on top of that, the CEO came out and said that he sees AI chip revenue significantly above $100 billion next year. So across the board, NVIDIA is crushing. Broadcom is crushing. If you look a bit upstream, ASML, TSM, if you look really upstream at some of these just commodities and the mining for the metals that are needed in this particular vein of business, they're all crushing. If you look a little downstream, well, look at all the numbers coming out of ChatGPT, Anthropic. So to me, maybe it's a bubble. Maybe, but is it going to pop anytime soon? Well, the initial set of data kind of suggests that it won't. So I just wanted to share what's going on with Broadcom, why it's doing so well. Right now, it's up 4% in pre-market trading, currently trading at 330, closed out the day yesterday at 317. At one point this morning, it looks like around 530, it was as high as 342. So even with the equities market taking a hit right now because of the renewed fear and I'll say just tensions with the whole US-Israel-Iran thing, even with that, Avago, a top 10 company in the world, is still holding. So I just wanted to point that out to everyone. And as I said, give me a minute. I'm going to connect it back. Right now, one thing that I'm particularly excited about, especially shout out to everyone who's watching on Rumble right now, the last time we were here, there were some initial discussions of Rumble, which we already know is getting very much into the world of tech and AI and crypto, seemingly was kind of hinting about a potential large deal in the world of AI. So beyond shorts, which I'm interested in, I know you are interested in, I'm hoping for an update of maybe, just maybe, we're going to find out more of that particular storyline with Northern Data, which remember is a large data center and kind of scaling and Rumble's overall connection with Tether, and they might use it, they might not. So yes, I get that the shorts are exciting. I get from the world of content and content creation. Yes, I am there with you. But looking at what's going on in AI and looking at Rumble, obviously in the world of content creation, it's a video platform, but almost potentially leaning more into AI and crypto and the development there. That's what I'm really hoping to learn more of. And as I see these numbers from NVIDIA, Broadcom, well, obviously these are just my personal opinions, but I'm hoping that it's really getting into that particular world. So just something to call out there. Very quickly, before we get more into the details of Rumble in this evening, other big individual news, Berkshire officially has a new leader. Berkshire Hathaway, you know, the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, all that good stuff. Well, he's a bit older now. He's stepping down. They do have a new captain at the helm, and he made some interesting commentary on CNBC this morning. He vows to use all of his pay to buy the firm's stock. Berkshire Hathaway begins repurchasing shares, and the CEO, Greg Abel, buys $15 million in stock. So I guess that's one way to put your money where your mouth is. So I just know that we have some interesting commentary. I'm even seeing it right now of popularity behind one of the most impressive stocks really out there, and obviously Warren Buffett, a legend of the game. So just wanted to share some of that breaking news that we saw on CNBC. But anyway, bringing it back to today and obviously Rumble and what's happening after. Rumble announces timing of fourth quarter and full year 2025 earnings release and conference call. That all begins at 5 p.m. Eastern today. So an hour after the market closes, they'll be having the official call. There is a webcast. I highly implore all of you guys to tune into it, listen to it. And then following that, that's when we're going to have an opportunity to sit down. I have some pre-planned questions that I really want to ask Chris myself. But remember, if you've tuned into any of these in the past, the CEO of the company, Mr. Chris Bedlowski, he loves talking with all of you directly. So I implore you to bring your questions. He likes to just read right live from the chat. So if you have questions about what's been going on with Rumble or the current direction of Rumble, of the next big plans, bring those questions today. I'll make sure to tweet it out. Chris will tweet it out. The Rumble account will tweet it out. So if you're looking for those links, you'll be able to find it, especially after market close today. I wanted to put that on your radar. And then before I turn it over to you guys for some questions, right now, I just wanted to take a sneak peek at what's going on in the market. Once again, the bears are in a bit of control. The stability, at least according to spot gamma at this moment, is 2%. There's a lot of negative gamma. The only support that we're seeing, both to the upside and downside in terms of stability of price, is from zero DTE positioning. Overnight, the net situation was call and put selling. So we got a little bit of stability there, but not much. I mean, relative to the past couple days, it's right there. And relative to just the measure of stability, we are very, very low. So as it's been for this entire week, this is a great day to size it down. You definitely don't want to get caught on the wrong side of whatever these ranges are, way too oversized. I mean, if you're trading those prop accounts, you could blow out real quickly. And it's one of those days that it's a test of patience. Wait for your perfect setup. When it's there, play it with the appropriate size, and then just knock on wood and hope that variance is on your side. But looking at it right now, volatility is up, oil is up, equities are down. Yes, of course, buyers can step in. If you're in the Goonie trading Discord, I already have all those key levels out. Right now, the S&P 500 is at 6830. So you have some big support 30 points below. You have some big resistance 30 to 40 points above. So for the SPY, we're looking at a range of maybe $6+ on the day. SPX maybe 60 to 80 points. We can really get moving today. So like I said, similar to the entire week, get ready for some serious movement. Now, before the bell officially goes dingity ding 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 and they let all of us degens into the world's largest casino with the leftover 3 to 5 minutes right here, folks, any questions before I let you go? Questions about trading today, questions about Broadcom, questions about Iran and China and oil, questions about Rumble or Chris or the earnings today. I just wanted to quickly turn it over to you for any final questions that might be on your mind before we get rocking. It's been working since yesterday. Yes, we figured out some of the bitrate issues of what was going on with the Rumble studio, and basically I was clocking it a little bit too high, so we were able to tune down the amount of data that we were sending to the stream, and since then it's been working perfectly across the board. So we figured that out, and obviously the tech team over at Rumble was a great help. As soon as we were able to diagnose what was actually going on, it was a super quick fix. Levels for today, I mean, they're detailed and posted all the way in the Discord. So if you want to know the exact levels and what I'm seeing, but just generically, we're at support right now, 3830, like where we're set to open is a big level. This is the high from 2 days ago. 6,800 on SPX is massive. And then the breakout between 6,850 and 6,875 is a big breakout level. And you could easily see this. Just throw the daily chart up on SPX, put on all those major EMAs, and you're going to realize where that support and resistance is at. But if you want it in a detailed fashion, once again, that's already been posted in the Discord. We'll be beginning an evening wrap up again. Those videos, we've been pivoting the content. I mean, obviously, I'm a fan of shorts, and right now, Rumble's been putting a big effort into launching their shorts platform. So we're actually putting out multiple shorts a day. So I just implore you to check it out. You know, sometimes things get a little stale, so it's fun, even on my side, to be switching it up. So we're still kind of doing those update videos, but it's just in a new format. So I implore you to check that out. Will there be any new Rumble announcements tonight? I have no idea. I was reading Chris's Twitter, and obviously there's a lot of commentary about shorts, so I'm expecting that to be driving quite a bit of the conversation. That's just kind of my guess. In terms of the other thing, I don't know. Folks, I learned that information with you in real time listening to that 5 p.m. call where it all goes out. So I'm hoping, the times that I've been in this chair before, I never know what to expect, and then there's just generically some surprises. So I'm hoping that happens again, but I assume it's going to be related to shorts, but obviously time will tell. You know what? I'll tell you better today right after market closes. All right, and on that note, dingity ding ding ding. The world's largest casino is now officially open. Best of luck to all. Play responsibly, and if not, have fun. Folks, I will be catching you later on today, right after the market closes. Rumble reports their earnings, 5 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be streaming with the CEO of the company following that. And if you're having a tough time finding it, well, just come to my Rumble page or look at my Twitter, and we'll post out the links, but it'll all be there. As you're trading throughout the day, craziness is most likely going to happen, larger ranges, so be careful with your leverage. And as always, I wish you the best of luck. I'll catch you later.